Hi. It's late at night. You know, you catch these Chicago after darks, they are never planned. I just come live when something hits me and my voice is deep, right? How are you all doing? Hi, Shakita. Hi. I'm just really coming on here impromptu, but I have a lot to say, but I don't want to be emotional, but I'm just feeling some sort of way because right now my life is moving at a lightning speed and a lot of things that I've been working on, right? A lot of things I've been working on. And I get so many people reaching out to me, asking me questions, asking for help, all these different things. But I'm gonna be real honest with you guys. You know, a lot of you guys are being real basic. That's gonna be offensive to some people. Why do I say people are being real basic? Being basic in today's terms means that you're moving kind of like scared. Basic. Basic. It is what it is. We cannot say that we want to have all these different things happen in our life and then we're moving basically. We're moving comfortably. You know, I have people that contact me all day long from all over the world, and it's great. But I'm going to be honest with you guys. I am getting very, very, very frustrated with people who say they want to do this or work for themselves, period, no matter what it is. But a lot of people have so many excuses as to why they can't move forward, why they can't get this done, why they can't get that done, whatever. Basic. To me, that's being basic, and I'm not going to lie to you all. I don't know if you all ever have seen this new movie that's out, The Clark Sisters. I just finished watching that and it blessed me from the beginning to the end. And one of the songs they sang, they were just, doing a melody saying through Christ, all things are possible. And that's so crazy because I actually have that in my bathroom. Hold on. So people don't think I'm just making stuff up. This is hanging up in my bathroom, you guys. I do not play. I can do all things. I can do all things through him who gives me strength. Philippians 4:13. So that was one of the first songs that they sang, and it just moved me. And I was just like, wow, I had to watch the whole story. And I learned so many lessons. I said, man, I got to pass this on. I got to pass this on because I am truly blessed. And I can say that I'm truly blessed, even though I have been born in circumstances that some people would not be able to make it in. You get what I'm saying? Like, I didn't grow up in that typical family. I didn't grow up with a mother. I didn't grow up with a father. I didn't grow up with siblings or anything like that. I got a sister. We didn't grow up together. We're not close. Okay. So I grew up basically alone. And even today, I still find myself by myself, not lonely, but just being alone because I'm used to being alone. And I've accomplished all these things, not in a bragging way. I'm just trying to get somewhere. And I'm going to try not to get emotional because I get so frustrated with all of you all, for real. Like a lot of the times I get so frustrated with people. So I'm saying this to say, like, I've accomplished everything I want in my life. Everything I could imagine. I can do all things through him who gives me strength, right? This is literally hanging up in my bathroom. And I've done all these things without support. And I find people in much more fortunate situations finding excuses not to go after their dreams. It does not have to be nails. It does not have to be anything of that nature. It could just be like whatever it is you want to do. I find that so many people say they want to do it because it sounds good. It feels good to say it. But like you all see me up a lot of nights working. This is what it really takes to make your dreams happen. And I get so frustrated with people like giving all these excuses. You don't really want things to happen unless you're willing to put in the work, because if you really want it, God will give you the strength. The universe, whatever you believe in, I believe in God, will give you the strength to make it happen. And I have witnessed that miracle, that blessing over and over and over again. So like I said before, a lot of people, I'm gonna be honest with you, I've said it so many times, a lot of people online are on here trying to make money. Of course I want to make money, but I'm going to tell you for real, this is my real anointing. This is like, when we talk about anointing, it's like what you were put on earth to do. This is my real anointing. And I don't really focus on the money, because as long as you work in your real anointing on this earth, the money, the abundance, the overflow will naturally come from that. And I did a consultation with someone not too long ago, and the person said people start talking about bills and all of that. And I'm like, if you have a plan in place, or you pray or you meditate on it and you get a plan in place, if you don't execute on it, you're not moving towards your anointing. You're working out of fear. And then here come more excuses. So it's like, well, what do you want me to do? You could buy every class, you could buy every book, you can watch every video, but if you're not ready to move towards your anointing and move in the universe and receive whatever energy is trying to come your way, things will happen naturally. Things will happen naturally. I'm kind of like strange, because I'm not necessarily religious. I'm more on the spiritual side, but I know that God is, I just call him God because I grew up, whatever way, but I know that it's real. And so I move towards it. But the thing that this is the one little thing that people miss. I don't feel like I can even get it through to you guys in a video, because I've been through so much and unharmed, unscathed, that I really want people to understand how to have faith. Hold on. This is the one little part that people are forgetting. Or this is the one little part that people want to act like they don't know. But this is the one part that's the most important. You have to move. You have to move as if it were already done. You call it manifestation or whatever. You have to move like that. I call it my faith. I do manifestation too, but my manifestation is based in my faith in God. So you have to move in it. Like, seriously move in it. Like, it's easy to buy the book and say, I'm moving in it. It's easy to watch the videos and say, I'm moving in it. It's easy to pay for the $200 class and say, I'm moving in it. No. It's a little bit more than that. It's taking the steps that make you uncomfortable. Taking the steps that make you uncomfortable. That is when you are really working within faith and within manifestation. I want you to think about what I just said. It's easy to say, I'm moving towards my goals. I'm moving towards what I'm trying to do, and I'm stepping out on faith. It's easy to buy a $80 book or a $200 class when you're making $60,000, $70,000 a year. You're making enough to splurge on things like that. That's no different than you buying a pair of shoes that you have to think 2 or 3 times on. It just happened to be a class. No. That is not really moving in faith. That's moving in comfortability. That's moving in comfort towards things you want. That really is. I'm going to be honest with you. See, this channel ain't for everybody, because I just say what it is. Okay? If you really want some things to happen in your life, you have to do things sight unseen. If you got to have sight unseen on everything, you got to have everything making perfect sense on paper, and you got to know the outcome of everything, you're not going to probably be working within your reason on this earth. What's the word I said earlier? Do anybody remember? We'll go back and rewind it and rewatch this again. You're supposed to be working within your purpose on this earth. And it's not always easy. So a lot of people think they're moving towards it because they're buying videos, buying books, and all those things. Those are things that you can do because you can't afford them. But the real work comes in your discomfort. And a lot of people, even when I talk to people, people are emailing me, people are texting me, people reach out in my DMs, all this stuff. Everybody wants to be in a comfortable space. And they feel like reaching out to Shecago I'm gonna give you this magical answer where you can move on to the next perfect part of your life. You want to be right here. You want to be in perfect comfort. You want to be comfortable in your comfortable space in your life right now. And then you just want to do like this. You want to do like this. You want to skip from being like that to being like this in a different position, but still comfy. It don't go like that. You might be shivering. You might be uncomfortable. You will be uncomfortable. And that's the part that a lot of people make excuses for. Maybe next year, or I don't have a babysitter, or my job won't allow me to, or, all these different things. Well, what you gonna do? What's the word I used earlier? Anointing. Everybody has an anointing on this earth. And a lot of people are too afraid or too lazy to find their true anointing. You know why? Because finding out your true anointing may force you to be in a space that you are not comfortable or familiar with. And so a lot of people sit in their comfort zone, their miserable comfort zone. What do I mean by that? People who sit in jobs that they hate, people who sit in jobs and go to work every day doing something they absolutely are not into because it pays the bills and, they get to enjoy their life sometimes, but they think more about the things they're supposed to do, or they're really good with kids or whatever it is that they're really, really good at. They think about that more, but they go here because this provides the comfort, because a lot of people are too lazy to be uncomfortable. Get what I just said? A lot of people are too lazy to be uncomfortable. Growth comes in discomfort. Okay? Growth comes there because that's where your true faith or your true manifestation, whatever you want to call it, comes into play. It's like if you really, really say, and I know I keep repeating myself, but for some people, this is what it takes for them to get what I'm saying. For you to really, 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 really make that leap, there's probably going to be a part that's unknown because it's uncharted territory. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like most people are not going to live within their anointing. I was just watching the Clark sisters, and that moved me so much on so many levels. The mother endured a lot, and she was that person who wasn't the most popular person or the most revered person because she was hard on people. And she was hard on people because she could see anointings on people, get what I'm saying, beyond what they could even see, and trying to teach people how to embrace their anointing. And so a lot of people come to this channel because in my main channel, my main video that went viral, I get comments literally daily on a video that I made over a freaking year ago. I still get comments daily, every hour. It's a viral video. My viral video, people still talking about how they want to do this and want to do that, but this and that, all these different excuses. And it's all a bit blurred to me at this point, because it goes back to what I'm saying. A lot of people are drawn to my channel, and I know why. A lot of people are drawn to my channel because I'm like the Clark sisters' mother. I'm not necessarily the nicest person, and I don't say exactly what's politically correct. I don't say exactly how you want to hear it, but I say what it is, and I say the truth, and I say a lot of stuff that too many people in your life who are literally crutches in your life are too weak to say to you. Because many of the people in your life haven't gone after their dreams, and they're not living in their anointing. So they're not going to be strong enough to give you the words that you need to hear to step out into your anointing, because they are not strong enough to really step into their true anointing on this earth. I'm using the word anointing because it's such a powerful word, because anointing means a special gift, a special power, a special place, a special purpose that was placed on you in this earth. And a lot of people, most people do not go for it. And so my channel draws a lot of people. You see, I don't even have my subscriber numbers up here. And don't be fooled by the number of people who watch my videos, because my numbers are not small. Okay. But people are drawn to it because I'm speaking the truth. And I'm speaking in a language that makes people do a lot of inner thought. And that's fine. Nobody has to explain anything to me. I'm just living within my purpose to deliver messages as they come to me, and I give them to you. What I'm trying to tell you is, even if you don't want to be a nail tech, whatever it is you want to do, you got to step into that. And if you're looking to be in total comfort while you do it, if you're looking for approval from your parents and approval from your friends and approval from the people on the social media to do that, you will not get it done. You will not get it done. You will keep finding excuses. Any little thing that happened, you will let that be the reason why. You're going to have to really zone and tap into yourself, meditate and pray and ask for that bridge to get you to the next point, if you want to really elevate and be the person that you're really supposed to be on this earth. Because you're not going to have all the people you want around you supporting you and loving you and clapping and holding your hand every step of the way. If that's what you're looking for, including me, you're not going to ever get there. It has to really come directly from you and your energy source, whether you call it God or the universe, whatever you call it, it has to come from there. Okay? It has to come from there. People like me are just put around to teach you how to tap into it and to get you hyped up to do your own self-work. If you are not ready to do your own self-work, no amount of books, classes, courses, social media, hugs, talks with other humans will get it done. It's something that has to come from within you. You get what I'm saying? And if you don't get what I'm saying, watch this video a couple of more times and go back and watch my other videos. Y'all say y'all like Shecago After Dark. I learned a lot from that movie. That's going to be one of my new movies. The one most important thing that you could ever learn on this earth, no matter whatever it is you want to do, is learning how to have faith, and how to walk in faith. And I'm going to say walk in faith is even better than having faith, because a lot of people claim they have faith and they have belief in themselves and they are afraid to walk in it. So the most important thing you can learn, the most important skill you can teach yourself on this earth is how to walk in faith, how to walk in belief in yourself, because we can have it within us. But until you are ready to take those real steps, seriously, like do some stuff that's going to make you uncomfortable, it's just all talk. It's really just all talk. And I'm the person that's going to say what most people won't say. What are some examples of that? I have consultations and I talk to people all the time, and people start saying how much they really want to do their own thing, and how much they really want to do their own thing, and how much they really want to do their own thing. And when I start talking to them about letting go of their job, then all of a sudden they kind of like their job. They don't really like their job. That's just too uncomfortable for them. Oh, well, what you want to do? What you want me to say? You want me to say something magical? There's nothing magical I can say to you. I'm just here to get your mindset to know what needs to be done, so you can get yourself hyped up to really go through the fire. If you're trying to go around the fire, if you think I'm going to throw a bucket of water on that fire for you, you're mistaken. Maybe you should unsubscribe, because that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to tell you exactly what the fire might look like and how to handle different fires as they may come, because a lot of fires came my way and I had no warning. And that's really what I'm here for. That's why I've created the book. That's why I've created the class, because I had to go through a lot of things the hard way. And the only reason why Shecago Nails and Makeup exists is to help you guys not to go through so much that I went through to get to where I am today. And you may say, well, people are nasty on the internet, which I can give a care less, but they may look at my background and say, well, ain't that fancy? Well, trust and believe I'm financially okay. And I have multiple bank accounts with money. And I'm going to meet a realtor in the morning to look at some property. So, and I do my own thing. You get what I'm saying? But I'm just telling you, like, you guys got to be really ready. Everybody want a certain life. Everybody want to be a certain place. But no one, not no one, a lot of people don't want to do what it takes to get there. Buying a class with the money that you make from your job that you would have spent on a pair of shoes is not really doing the real work. That's just playing in comfort. It's playing in comfort. Y'all want to have a real talk? That's comfortability. Those are things you can do in comfort. Hell, I can go take a class of anything I'm thinking of doing. I want to play a guitar. I've always wanted to play the guitar. If I want to, I can go sign up for a class online right now and pay the fee and go buy a guitar and learn how to play the guitar. But am I gonna really? Can I come a little closer for real? Am I really gonna learn how to play the guitar? You know why? You know why I'm not gonna really learn how to play the guitar? Because I've been wanting to play the guitar since India Arie came out. When the India Arie came out, ever since then I wanted to play the guitar. I'm giving you all an example of fake wanting to do something. Fake wanting to do something. When India Arie came out, I was obsessed with wanting to play the guitar. I would listen to her music and I was looking up classes and pricing guitars and everything. Okay, do you hear me? That kept coming in and out my mind, and now it's coming back in my mind. If I wanted to, I could have just went and bought a guitar and I could have went and signed up for the class and paid for them. But I didn't do it because it wasn't really worth it for me to really do it. But what I'm saying is, if I want to do it right now, let's just say, let me think of something I want to do right now. I have been wanting to get into tattoo removal. I wanted to get into laser tattoo removal because if you follow my channel, you know I've been removing my tattoo for the longest and it's much needed. Now, I did at one point research tattoo removal machines and classes all in Vegas and all this stuff. I really did. I even talked to people on the phone and all of that. Now, I could have went and bought the class and bought the machine, ordered it from China or wherever or whatever, because that would have been me being comfortable. But I knew deep down inside, that's not something I really, really wanted to do. So why would I invest my money into it? When you know that you really want to do something, you will put yourself out there and do whatever needs to be done to get it done. You get what I'm saying? Like, you will go out there and be like, I need to step down from this job to part-time. I need to give away my hours. I need to take a leave from work. I need to go out here and do Uber or something, or Grubhub or whatever. I need to do something else because I'm so focused on what I'm doing. And most people don't take those steps. See, I have been through enough to know when I'm BSing on something. And it just took me up until this moment in my life, in my 40s, to realize that, Tanisha, you jumping around with everything, and this is what you really should be doing. And once I really focused in on this has turned into a whole different beast. When I tell you this has turned into a whole nother beast that has blessed me beyond measure. Like I told you all, this is in my bathroom. People love my bathroom when they come to my house. They're like, oh my God, you decorate so nicely. I can do all things through him who gives me strength. Philippians 4:13. That is my calling. And this has not really taken all the way off until I really made myself uncomfortable and did everything I needed to do, meaning write notes, stay up all night, get certain things done, accomplish tasks, make myself uncomfortable, miss certain parties, don't return every phone call, buckle down and get on the computer, do everything I'm supposed to do. That's when I started to see my blessing. A lot of people, especially that reach out to me, They say they want to do this, and when I start asking them the important questions and how to really make it happen, they start coming up with excuses. I am not about excuses. Shecago nails and makeup exist to make people work within their anointing. You guys got to figure out what your anointing is. A lot of people do not go on a journey to find out what their anointing is. A lot of people are on this earth lost. A lot of people are just here existing. A lot of people are here being influenced by friends, by family, by spouses, by their children. What is your anointing? Because just because you have children don't mean that your anointing on this earth stops. Okay? What is your anointing? How many of us are going to do the real work to find out what our anointing is on this earth? That is hard work. There is no YouTube video, no book, no video, no class, or anything you could take. That's your hard work. That's your meditation. That's your centering yourself. That's your sitting down and figuring out your stuff that you need to work out. What are you good at? What do you need to work on? What do you offer to this earth? What are you good at? What do people come to you to talk about? Those are the things. That's how you find your anointing. You got to sit down and figure out who you are, what you provide in this earth that's good and bad, because you could be putting stuff out on this earth that's bad to people too, that you need to straighten up, that you need to pull on in, that you need to get within yourself and figure out why you're doing that. Your self-work will get you into your anointing. This might be too deep for some people. Boy, I tell you. Y'all look at people on social media and see that they doing all these big things and how they make $30,000 a month, $50,000 a month, $100,000. I know people that make that type of money. I know people under the age of 30 that make about $50,000 a month because they are so in their anointing, like for real. They zoomed out. I'm not going to tell everybody business because you never know who knows whose story, but I know a lot of the people that you all see on social media. I know them like personally, and I know their real backstory and what's going on, but they were so focused that they did some crazy stuff to get to where they are. A lot of people are not ready to do a lot of crazy stuff. Everybody want to do stuff that's comfortable. Everybody want to buy stuff right now and buy supplies and, I would say glitter and stuff because that's comfortable. It's comfortable for you to go buy all these supplies because you got a damn job giving you a paycheck every 2 weeks. Yeah, it's comfortable. That's not how you're going to get to your anointing in most cases, okay? You're going to get to your anointing by stepping out on faith and whatever. You got to... Let me go to some of these comments because what I'm saying is like some people, it might be like, whoo, over their head. So let me read some comments. Tania said, you better preach tonight this morning. I don't know. It came on y'all. Shecago After Dark, it just hit me. Hello, I have a question. In any nail drill, can you use any drill, but does it have to be the same brand? It doesn't have to be the same brand, but you do have to look at the size. I think most drill bits are like 3/32, which most drill bits nowadays have the same drill bit size. So it doesn't have to be the same brand, but it has to be the same size, which is probably a 3/32, I believe. You need that in your room. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to what I was saying. I don't know why different people watch my channel, but what I will tell you is this, and I'm not going to stay on here too much longer. I'm going to get off. What I will tell you is this, whatever it is you want to do in your life, whatever it is, you got to sit down and think about it. You got to be willing to sacrifice people, money, and some of your leisure time to get it done. And it may be for a couple years to get it done. If you are not willing to sacrifice those things, you will find yourself living a life of basicness. And some people don't like that word. You're so basic. Yeah, you're going to be being basic because you're going to be basically living by society standards and not within your real anointing on this earth. People who, let's just take Michael Jackson, for instance. Michael Jackson was a part of the Jackson 5, but Michael Jackson was different from all of them. And no matter how much Joe Jackson and his brothers tried to coax him to be in a part of the group and doing, conforming, he was like, no, I'm going to be me. I'm going to be me. And look at him. He ended up being one of the biggest stars on this earth as we know it. Okay? You have to look at the big picture. If you are really easily influenced by things on this earth, by love and likes and all this stuff and social media and friends and even family, definitely family, they could be the most toxic. If you are easily influenced by things like that on this earth, you will constantly be knocked off your square. You have to be in such a strong mental state to really be like laser focused to get what you want to get done. And once you get there, once you get that type of laser focus, literally most people cannot do it. Most people cannot do it. They're too weak. I'm sorry. They just are. A lot of people don't like that. It might sound mean. It's just the truth. Most people are too mentally weak to do it. But if you can get that type of laser focus where you can literally, because I've done this before. When I wanted to buy my building, I ate ramen noodles for months. All I did was worked I would work 16-hour days, sleep in my cousin's house, get back up, go in the bathroom, do a whole bath, and jump back in my car and come back to work. I was making more than the store manager. That was when I worked at Walgreens. I was working so much and I was so laser focused on what I wanted to do. They pulled me in the office one day and said that I was making more than all of them. They said, you can't get no more overtime. Like, seriously, like they were talking like I was in trouble. I'm like, but y'all keep setting off on it. But I got my building. I had a building before the age of 30. When I tell you, I can do all things through him who gives me strength. It is the truth. But a lot of people want to do it comfortably. And I'm telling you that I've been through so many things and accomplished everything to the point where I know for a fact, I'm not a professional at it, but I'm okay with it to the point where I know that the discomfort doesn't last for long. So I guess I feel easier going through the uncomfortable stages. Like even me living here in this place is uncomfortable for me. And you'll see as you keep watching my channel, like this is not how I live. I normally live way fancier, but it's okay because I know that if I do what I'm supposed to do, it's temporary, but you have to practice it. A lot of people too afraid to practice it. I think that's all I had to say. And I want to deliver this message today without being all emotional and stuff, because I've been crying and watching this movie and just praising God and, just singing all these gospel songs and stuff, because God had brought me through so much and without parents, without siblings or anything. And I did it all by myself. And a lot of people say, what haven't you done? Or you done did it all. A lot of people say she lying, but people know me, I ain't lying. And I'm like, that's why I just, I'm the way I am, because my story is unbelievable. My story is a testimony. And that's why I'm very hard on, I'm not hard on you in a bad way, but I'm hard on people in a good way, because if I did all I could did before the age of 30, I had did more than most people did in their entire life, then I know that people are just making excuses. And stop depending on jobs to make your life better, because you look at some of the biggest people and all the people that y'all admire and look up to, and the people who influence your fashion choices and everything that people do nowadays, those are entrepreneurs. Duh, think about it. All the entrepreneurs influence the way you live your life. They don't have no damn job. They don't have a job. Y'all got to start sitting down, doing some critical thinking. All the people that are doing well and that you all admire, watch all the movies you all watch, all the music that you listen to, all the fashion that you buy, everything. All of those people are doing their own thing. You all just are not programming yourself correctly. Take the show Empire. I don't watch Empire, but for people who watch Empire, Cookie, what's her name? I can't even think of their names, but all those actors on those shows, everybody, all the people that you watch every day in whatever media form, television, radio, Amazon Music, whatever you listen, Apple Music, all those people are entrepreneurs. Do you all realize that you all listen and watch entrepreneurs live a very successful life every day, and they influence you, yet you run around in fear not doing your thing you're supposed to do? Have you ever thought about that? People talk about retirement and health benefits, and that's so silly to me. Taraji, yeah. That's so silly to me, because you could buy your own health benefits and all these. I talked about in another video. It's so many benefits. Any benefits you can get on a job, you can buy for yourself as an entrepreneur. Stop thinking you can need a job to get that stuff. I promise you that's bullshit. Anything that you get at a job, you can purchase for yourself. Anything, retirement, health benefits, all of that, disability, all of that. It's so many different policies and different things out here for entrepreneurs. It's in the book too, like where you can just even look to do the research, but stop thinking that. How do you think Boris Kojo and Dwayne Wade, all these people, like, don't you think they have health insurance and retirement plans? I know you say they make all this money, but what I'm saying is don't let the benefits of a job stop you from going after your dreams. You once you get to a certain space, you're going to buy that for yourself. And until you get to that space, then you tap into things like the Affordable Health Care Act. Yeah. And you report your income saying, I don't make that much money. And you get a policy under the Affordable Health Care Act that works with your budget, works with your current income. I only make $18,000 a year. You're still going to get your health benefits. People make excuses. People make excuses instead of finding solutions. And that's what I mean by most people don't make it as entrepreneurs, because they look for reasons not to pursue their dreams instead of solutions to it. And I'm the one who look for solutions. And I'm like, there are so many solutions. That's benefits are not even a draw. So people used to say that to me all the time, like, well, you don't have any benefits working for yourself and stuff like that. That's what uneducated people say. People who are uneducated on being an entrepreneur say. If you want to work for yourself, be ready to be an entrepreneur. Be ready to go through the fire to get it off the ground. And once it's off the ground, know that you're going to lose a lot of people. Be honest with you. You're going to lose a lot of people. You're going to outgrow a lot of people. And you might lose touch with your social life for a minute. But once it gets off the ground and you start getting a regular income in, you can put yourself on payroll and everything. You can get a paycheck like everyone else. It's all in the book. But I'm not here to sell. I'm just saying, like, the more I'm talking, I'm like, I already told all this. But literally, there are companies that you can sign up with them and pay like a $40 month fee or whatever. And they will send you a paycheck and pay your taxes for you, your Social Security for you. And then they even have like additional things you can add onto your package where they will put up your retirement for you. Everything that you would get from a job, they take care of it for you. But you work for yourself. See? But most people use those type of excuses not to go and live in their anointing. We are all anointed to do something. And if you have some big ideas and big plans or big things you think could change the world, or you feel like it's a special gift that you have, if you are not ready to go through the fire to get those things off the ground, there is no book, no class, no YouTube video, or anything that can make you do it. You have to be ready. Keep watching all my videos. Watch them all. I keep saying this. What I say never wavers. And if something I say does seem to waver, ask me that question and I'll clarify for you, because I have no reason to lie or whatever. I still get paid the same amount for running my YouTube videos, because yes, I am a partner on YouTube. It does not matter what I say. I'm still going to get the money for making the views. So some things I may be like, I think I may be like cramming too much information into one video, so some of them may clam together, but I will always clarify if you have questions. So Diana said, I'm sorry, I have so many questions. I always ask nail techs, but they never reply. I really want to be successful with being a nail tech. So I think that you should, I don't know, I've never seen your name before. So I would say, if you want to be successful, the first thing I would definitely say is social media is definitely the way to make money these days. And you might want to check out the book, the 30-Day Nail Technician Bootcamp Challenge. It's on Shecago Beauty Source, which is here on the website, but the scariest time right now to be a nail tech is right now, because everybody and their mama want to be a nail. I've never in my entire life seen so many people want to be a nail tech. It is hilarious to me. Everybody want to be a nail tech. Everybody be like, here's my first set of nails. They got a million designs in there. I'm like, oh, that's all you think? Because most people think being a nail tech is just doing designs. I'm not even going to go into that, because if you've been watching my channel, I'm like, designs is 10% of it. And most people that want to be a nail tech think it's all about doing design work. And I'm like, that is not sustainable as a career. It's way bigger than that. But, we'll see who survives. But Yes, if you really want to be one, I would say definitely you got to have your social media tight. I do suggest you look on the Shecago Beauty Source to see if there are some other resources that can help you. And right now is a very competitive time for nail techs because everybody wants to be one. It's very popular right now. Yes, they have a 401k for business owners. And yeah, just keep going because see, a lot of people are wanting to be a nail tech right now. But like I said, a lot of people are not going to do what they need to do all the way. They're going to drop out the race after a year or so because when it's not popular anymore, a lot of people ain't going to do it no more. Only the strong going to survive. Only the strong are going to survive. And we're going to see who those strong people are. Because people think because they can do a mean design, that's going to make them one of the strong. And it's not even about that. We shall see. If you're strong, you got to get mentally strong. You got to be ready to weather the waves. And you got to be a good business person and a professional and a person who knows how to handle and understand the general public. That's what it's really about. I do that every time I look at the glass half full because I don't think I'm worth it. Yep. And I saw something on social media and I said I should post that on the community board. It said she can charge more. She can charge more not because she's better, but because she thinks she's worth it. And a person, I know people that, and somebody told me I don't charge enough. People tell me that a lot, not a lot, but they tell me I get that kind of often, like I don't charge enough. Some people think I charge too much. I don't care. But there are people who like saying that you could put up the same set of nails and one nail tech will say, I would do that for $35. And the other nail tech will say, I'll do that for no less than $60. It's confidence levels. They could probably both do it the exact same, but one has branded themselves, been in this business enough and built their confidence to a level where they know they can demand that amount of money because they're going to give the experience, the whole enchilada that goes along with giving that set of nails. And the other one is new. And even though they have the technical skill, they don't really understand the business or have enough self-esteem or enough self-worth in terms of that profession to feel like they deserve to charge that much. There's a difference between the two. Same set of nails. I would never do that for less than $60 and I'll do it for $35. Those are two different nail techs at two different levels with the same technical skill, but it depends on where you are professionally in this business. And that's what a lot of people don't want to get into. And they get burnt out. Because what happens is you keep doing these designs, and people start coming, you get to designs, and you sitting up here doing all these people's nails and putting all these designs people in after so long, you get kind of bored with that. And if you haven't really learned the business and understand what you're into and how to build a real clientele of people, how to grow with people, how to scale your business out, you get burnt out. Next thing you know, you want to apply for a job at Southwest Airlines or someplace else full time because it's like, I'm bored with it. So a lot of people think they want to do this, but I'm not saying you don't, but I'm just saying, like, get your man right, because it's more than the designs. And I didn't say she said, Kiana, I didn't say you, I don't remember your name. I'm not saying she, Dayana. I'm not saying you, but I'm saying, like, I hear people literally say what you said that. I literally get numerous emails and inboxes and DMs all day long with people saying they want to do it all day long. And you all can make a great career at this, but I want you all to know what you're jumping into. And they do have 401k for business owners, and Paycheck is a company that does it. Yep, it's a lot of them out here. You can get a paycheck and everything else. Just like anyone who works a job. But that's the thing. It's like you got to build your business to that point. There are steps to it. But for some reason, people don't view what we do as a real viable career, something that they can retire from. Yes, you can retire better than most people you know. You'll be better off. You will be better off than most people you know if you do this correctly. If you do this correctly, you can have your house paid off, money in the bank, and everything and checks coming in daily, money coming into your account daily, once you build yourself up in this industry. But it takes time. Just like any other career, people have a 20-year, 30-year career. The same thing can happen in the beauty industry, but it takes time. Everybody wants fast money. You can see this. Oh, man. Hold on, y'all. Let me go to the ladies' room because this I gotta say this. Hold on. Okay, so what was I about to say? Okay, so here's the thing. A lot of people jump into this industry because they feel like, oh, I could design nails. I could do nails real cute. I did my friends, my sister nails, and this lady paid me $40 last week, and I did 2 people the week before. I can do this. That's fast money. See, everybody looks at the fast money aspect of it. But to be a real career beauty professional, you have to really first have a passion for it. Number one, you got to have a real passion for it. And you have to have a game plan. And you have to be professional because it takes time. And then over time, you build a clientele. Once you build a clientele, you build a name for yourself. Then you can start to close your books. And once you have a closed book, that means you do a certain amount of people that have been coming to you forever. And you pretty much know how much you got coming in. You got all your ducks in a row on paperwork in terms of payroll and healthcare and all that good stuff. And then what you do is you get to maybe my point or whatever. I'm not saying in a cocky way. I'm not trying to. But you look at the people like Poochie Nails and all of us, we have been doing it so long. We're going to teach others. And then that's when you start to scale your business and you start to sell products and different things like that and help others and give them a hand up. So once you get to that point, you already have something kind of built and you start building towards retirement. So there are steps to this, just like any other job that you work and they tell you your career in this, your career in insurance, healthcare, whatever, the school system. There are steps to it and you start building towards retirement. There is a way to do the same thing in the beauty industry. However, most people that come in this industry, they have this fast money ass mentality. And if you have a fast money mentality and you all focus on just doing designs and a fast money mentality, I'm probably not going to be able to help you because you focus on the wrong thing because you're going to get burnt out from that very quickly. Within 3 years, you're going to hate doing nails because you're going to be burnt out on doing designs. People going to start getting on your nerves. So if you're not career oriented in this, you will become burned out and you won't make enough money to see a future to kind of build up for retirement. You won't. You could say anybody could come tell me about their cousin, somebody. That's one damn person. I'm telling you from being in this industry 32 years that overall you won't. You got to kind of shift how you look at this. This is a career path like anything else, and you have to treat it as such, right? Okay. Was school expensive? I heard that nail school don't teach you much, but it's good to go so you can have your license. I practice on my family so you get your license. School varies from state to state. Now, I can tell you here in Illinois, here in Chicago, you can go to school under $3,000. You can go to school here in Illinois under $2,500. But I've heard as high as $10,000. But it depends on the state. And see, this is the problem that I'm seeing too. A lot of people just, like I said, everybody want to be a nail tech. But for some reason, y'all forget y'all supposed to be licensed. Okay? Y'all not supposed to be cutting on people's skin and fouling on people and doing all this stuff to people, putting chemicals on people, and you don't have no license. Do you even understand what you're doing? If you hurt somebody or you work on a diabetic or somebody got some medical issues, do you know you could be sued? I mean, like, do people understand that part? Because everybody's so design focused and fast money focused. You see what you just said? A lot of people think like that. I had somebody say, I don't want to go to school just yet. I know I'm doing nails, but well, you really shouldn't be charging people to do something that you're not licensed to do. And we all know that. And it's okay because we've all done that, but you should have some plans to get professional, because you start touching people, you never know, because people lie and they will not tell you. People will sit in your chair and get stuff done and not tell you they got a blood clotting disorder. All these different things. You never know. You can't look at a person and tell if they're sick or have disorders or ailments. You can't necessarily look at a person and tell. So I just find that a lot of people want to come into this business because they think it's fast, easy, quick money, and they think they can do a couple of designs. They don't understand you cutting on people's skin, and it's something that's a licensed profession. And I'm just like, man, why won't people, if you love it so much, why won't you just dig down the trenches and be uncomfortable for a minute and make yourself so legit and just grow this as your career if you love it that much? Because you're going to go work for somebody else and let them work you to death and tell you what to do and how much you're going to get paid and all of that. And that ain't even what you want to do. If you say you want to do this right here and you feel like this your calling, this your anointing, why wouldn't you sit down and put in the work to make it something that you could build a career, a legacy off of, like a retirement off of? Why wouldn't you do that? Why? I'm just asking. I'm not asking you or anybody in particular. I'm just making this video in general because I don't know who needs to hear it. But I'm seeing the consensus that a lot of these new people acting like school is just something that's like a formality. School will teach you about people's skin, about different disorders, and to know what you're doing. Do you even know the difference between monomer and polymer? Do you even know what's legal and what's not illegal? Do you even know how to read the labels? Do you even know the chemical processes? Do you even understand different skin disorders? Do you even understand? You get what I'm saying? Like, do you all even want to know this stuff? How can you say you want to do this and you don't even want to take time to learn about what you're doing to people? You can't just be cutting on people's skin and using these drill bits and stuff. You could literally slice up the wrong person and have them have their finger amputated. Like, man, especially y'all with these damn drills. Oh my God. Everybody want to go buy a drill. I sell so many drills. And don't nobody even want to really learn about what they're doing. You are literally cutting people's skin off. You're supposed to be cutting dead skin, but make one little move, 1 millimeter the wrong way, you done cut a person's live skin, and you cut a severe diabetic who damn near done came in and have not eaten that day and feeling funny. Because most sick people, especially if they older, let me tell you a little something. Most older people, especially 50 or older, when they not feeling good, they don't like to tell people. They will sit there and act like they okay. For some reason, the older people they don't want people to know when they're not feeling good, they're not sick. They done left out the house, they forgot to take their medicine, they didn't bring their pills with them, they didn't eat nothing that day, and then they came and sat in your chair and got their nails done. They damn near about to be in a diabetic coma. Now you done sat there and cut their cuticles and stuff all up. You don't worsen the problem, but you're not professional enough to know because you never went and learned that stuff. You just learned how to do designs and taught yourself on YouTube. You get what I'm saying? And this is real talk. And this is serious business. You could hurt someone. So, I mean, like, if you want to do it for real, you need to take the time to be uncomfortable and learn. You got to make some sacrifices to learn. It's going to get greater later. But everybody want to get to the fast money. Everybody want to get to the fast money. No matter what it is that you claim you want to do, I don't care who you look at. Oh, my aunt's boyfriend worked for the state, and he said he gonna give me a job. And you looking at his fancy car, his big old house, he still had to put in some work to get that big fancy house and car. No matter what it is you want to do, you're gonna have to put in some work and do some sacrifice. So why not do it for what you really want to do? That's what I'm saying, you guys. So school, you can find a cheap school. It's always an expensive school in the area and a cheap school in the area. You don't have to do it today, but make some plans to try to make it happen, even if it's a year from now, so you can feel good. I'm going to tell you something. Once you get that paperwork in your hand, it's a different feeling. Once you license, it's a different feeling, baby, because everybody's so worried about whether or not school going to teach them how to do design. School ain't going to teach you how to do no designs. I can tell you that. They're going to barely teach you how to do acrylic or whatever, but they will teach you the basics, and they're going to teach you about caring for human beings and their skin and understanding the body. And that's needed And all the other stuff you're going to pick up from the people in your class and just from your own personal research. But let's stop skating over the most important part, which is learning how to care for other humans and the human skin and the human body. And also understanding how to be a professional in the beauty industry. That's what they teach you too, how to be a professional, how to set yourself up as a beauty professional. It's a real business. You are running your own business. I can't stress that enough. In North Carolina, nail tech class is $180 through the community college system. See, somebody just put some information out there. I hope somebody watches. And you know what? I just did a consultation, but that girl was in South Carolina. She wasn't in North Carolina. I gave her some hints or whatever. So hopefully she watches this video. But you know, I'm just going to take this for an example. You said North Carolina Community College. This girl was in South Carolina. She said it was nothing that fit her schedule. But let me tell you something. I'm just giving this as an example. If I want to reach out to this community college and they said I got weekend classes, but if we'll let you come, but you got to come every week. You can't miss a week, and we'll let you come and do 10 hours a week or whatever for 6 weeks or whatever, or 10 weeks. Or 15 weeks or 20 weeks, however many weeks it took. If they were willing to work with me, I would do what I have to do. If I had to jump in my car and drive all the way over there 4, 5, 6 hours over the weekend, I would do it. See, a lot of people not willing to do that, make that type of sacrifice. Most people are not, I promise you. I got a client who is a nurse, and she was telling me when she went through nursing school, something happened where the nursing school that she was going to here shut down. Something with their accreditation or something happened in the school shut down. I got a lot of nurses as clients, but she was telling me we were talking about how people don't want to sacrifice to go after their dreams. And she told me that she was driving all the way up to South Bend, Indiana from Shecago to finish up her nursing degree. And if you don't know, South Bend is 4 hours from here. And she said it was her and a couple other people that were in the same school that got shut down here in Chicago. She said they would drive up there and they were paying rent at an apartment or Airbnb, something she was saying. Basically, they all split the rent, but they did what they had to do to go up there and finish, because I think she was saying the school they went to, no one would accept their credits except for that school up in South Bend. However that went, the only option she had to finish up her nursing degree was to drive all the way up to South Bend every weekend. Something like that happened, and she did it. She said it was the hardest thing she ever did in her life, and her and the other girls, they had no other choice to do it. But they did it. But those are how the success stories are made. Those are how people walk in their calling. Those are how people walk in their anointing. A lot of people just live this mediocre, basic ass life because they are too afraid to step into their anointing. Anointing does not come easy. Anointing does not come easy. Most people that have an anointing, they also have what we call a testimony. And if you want to have a testimony, you got to go through some things so you will have a story to tell to encourage others. It's a chain effect. It's a ongoing effect. Like I'm giving you my testimony, everything I went through. I had to go through a lot of things to help you. You got to be willing to go through some things to help people to do what you're trying to do. But if you never go through those things, you can't help nobody else because you're too afraid to do it. You get what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. This helped me so much. Thank you. I'll look into the book. Okay, yes. And when I say things, when people bring up things, don't ever think I'm attacking you. But people say things that trigger me. And it's like you along with 35 other people have said that to me this week. Like people don't know how many messages I get. So yes, all of this is possible for anyone who's ever watching any of my videos. My thing is, are you ready? Are you ready for the storm? A lot of people that reach out to me, I think they think I'm gonna give some magical answer. They think the book will give a magical answer. No, I just tell you how it's gonna go and the steps to get it done. And I wish I would have known. But you're gonna have to be willing to be uncomfortable in some of those situations. You may be broke for a couple of months. You may be broke for a year or two. I've been broke for years. I've eaten ramen noodles. Literally, they still in my cabinet. I still keep ramen noodles today. It's just in my mind. I got ramen noodles in my kitchen cabinet. The picante chicken, ramen noodles. I will boil 2 packs of those and put a whole bunch of hot sauce on them. I literally will leave myself $75 to spend twice a month. So I left myself a $150 budget when I was trying to buy my building. And it worked. It worked. All I did was eat ramen noodles and buy Jerk, which is E&J brandy. That's all I spent my money on. And maybe on the weekend, I might buy myself this pizza from this place I liked. And that's all I would spend my money on. I didn't go out nowhere. I didn't get dressed. All I did was work, 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 and pull out my notebook. I was cleaning up my credit. I fixed my own credit. I was like on a mission. Like I was a mad woman. All I did was a ramen noodles, pizza, irk and jerk. And I had my notebook. And I would sit up, and when I would reward myself, I would have my pizza and kick my feet up and watch a movie. I did that for months. And I had the keys to my building, not house, building before the age of 30. So when I tell you, and that's just one of the things I accomplished, when I tell you, if you want to get something done, you can get it done and you can write it out. And when you write it out, it's going to seem crazy. But if you sit there, you meditate, you pray, it will come to you on how to get it done. If God brought it to you, he will bring you through it. Anything you're brought to, you can be brought through. Anything you're brought to, you can be brought through. A lot of people are scared to go through it. A lot. It really does feel good to have a license. Yes, London is newly licensed. She will know. It gives you a confidence. I never knew there was skin and nail diseases and disorders. Exactly. And everybody just talking about they think they good because they can do some designs or something like that. I'm like, you got to understand what you're doing on these people's skin and nails. You're going to run into everybody don't have perfect nails and hands and skin and all that. You got to be able to recognize and identify things before you hurt someone. So better sooner than later, before you learn the hard way, you in trouble, or whatever. And without a license, you are very limited. You can hardly work anywhere without a license these days. Back in the day, you could, but you are limiting yourself without a license. With a license, you will always have a job. Hotel, hospital, agency, self, spa, salon. You can work many places with license. If you ain't got no license, you are very limited because you're working illegally. So you cannot stay in that position that long saying that that's what you want your career to be. You're not even licensed to have a career in it. And you have to pay the IRS. So why you can't be claiming income with the IRS on something you're not supposed to be doing? You know what I'm saying? So we have to have a plan. We have to have a plan. It does. Did you see the men? Even in a pandemic, people still won't eat the beef flavored ramen noodles, and they don't. I always eat the chicken. I only have chicken in there. Chicken, that's right. That's got to be like, we're going to use those packets to like do the repairs. Remember, they also have some videos showing how you can use ramen noodles to fix like kitchen sinks and stuff. You'll use the beef packets. I'm working night shift and just happened to see this, and this is definitely what I need to hear. Thank you. Yes. And see, you are already in a perfect position to do it because if you work a night shift, you can definitely build your clientele throughout the day. Yes. And that's one of the things I suggest to people who want to work for themselves. Go get something to do at night. When I first moved back here, I was doing Uber. I start Ubering usually at 7 o'clock at night unless I had clients, and I would do Uber, and Uber carried me all the way through to where my clientele made it where I don't need to do Uber anymore. I was looking at the stickers. I still got them up in my car. I said, why you still got these Uber stickers up? You don't do that no more. I could actually take them out of my car. My book is so big, I don't even have to worry no more at all, ever. So yes, whatever it is you want to do, free yourself up at the time you need to be building your business. And whatever it is you can do to supplement your income. A lot of people lazy. I'm not gonna lie, scary and lazy. It's either one of the two. I know people that deliver papers. My friend mama back in the day, they used to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and deliver papers. Start delivering papers, throwing them papers on people's porches and stuff. It's always a way to make money. I've been out with them only once. I hated it. But they did what they had to do. And they ended up building an empire over time. Literally, like they're doing good. But I'm saying people are afraid to do that hard part. They just want it to be easy and a smooth transition. That ain't how I go in real life. Get on y'all knees and ask what your anointing is. And y'all need to look at some manifestation videos. And because I'm manifesting some things right now too. And it don't come right away. What happens is things like this come your way. Like you just said, you just happen to see this video. If you've been thinking about it, you've been manifesting and putting something out there. I'm part of the manifestation. Sometimes they don't come clear as day. the bits of the pieces of the puzzle come your way to help you get to the next level. That's part of manifestation. See how they go? So, oh shit, it's been over an hour again. So that's it for this Shecago After Dark. I'm gonna go ahead and log off, but check out Shecago Beauty Source. Oh, the acrylic class. I got one more section that needs to be uploaded on the Great Acrylic Every Time. One more section that has to be edited and uploaded tomorrow. So I plan on making that class live tomorrow night. It's for sale. It's officially for sale, and it will be hopefully released tomorrow, which is Thursday or Friday. And yeah, we'll get into that. And the case study, make sure you watch the case study. The case study is up, and I'm gonna come live maybe Saturday or Sunday to discuss the case study called Joint Custody. And somebody said that, here it is. That's an old school way of making money. I used to deliver papers. Yep. It's always a way to make money, but everybody want to do everything. They want to do what they want to do comfortably without being, put out in any way. No, if you want to get to your dreams, sometimes you want to do some things you don't want to do to get to your dreams. For real. But it's all worth it. And on that note, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go because it's like almost 4 o'clock in the morning. I got a few hours of sleep. I got to get up and go meet the guy. So, all right, catch you later. Bye.